Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time tonight, welcome into game. Of course, my name is TJ, my co-caster is the one and only Envision, and we're into game between Aftermind and Tension eSports. Tension eSports, of course, over on the right-hand side of your screen, and Aftermind on the left. What do you think of these team rosters, Envision?
Well, in terms of roster, I think that Aftermind's probably got the better aim of the two, but in terms of champion picks, I think that Tension actually has the upper hand here. Bomb King for massive point control. They have so much reset with Drogo's Bomb King and Victor all together. They have Ying, probably the most powerful healer in my opinion in the game, and Makoa, one of the best tanks in the game as well. So Aftermind's going to have to work really hard to get past their team comp.
Well, we will find out how that works out for them. We can see already Chronix over on the Aftermind side, raining in the damage. Nightfall grabs Josh Kent, but Chronix is grabbing kill after kill, 2 to his name, and there's Nightfall mid-air, and that'll be a triple kill. He's just dominating. Xenix will finally slay him, but I do fear it's too little too late. Jols will be saved by Hades' quick Fernando dash, and the point is entirely in control of Aftermind. There's 40%, approaching 50 now.
Xenox came in there with the last-ditch effort to try and get Barrack, pushed without his team, and definitely pay for it. So now his team's going to have to fight 4v5 if they want to be able to take back this point. Looks like they are going to try and wait for one. Josh trying to zone out Nightfall, getting a few easy shots on him. Sir Darkwolf going in all by himself, and the point fight looks like it's already going back in favor as Darkwolf falls. Now it's all up to the rest of the teammates, just damage members and the healer to try and take it back.
Well, it's been locked down by Aftermind thus far, and that will be the capture of the 1-0 score. What's happening here? What is Xenix doing? What? There was a truce. I don't think that's legal. I don't know what just happened,
what did
but
I just
Xenix did fall.
They just stopped.
The day the earth stood still. Well,
basically,
we have moved on past the piece, past that silly notion of not shooting each other, back to the good old stuff. And so far, we're about halfway in the payload completion, and Aftermind are still looking dominant.
Yeah, Aftermind is going very aggressive with their zoning. Josh Kent is picking up so many kills in the backline. He's actually going after Tadashi right now on this Bomb King. Not going to be able to do it. He's so low. And Tadashi actually has a chance of getting 2 kills here as Josh Kent falls. Xenox with a double kill to start the defense off for Tension. And Joel's might also fall here as well.
Yeah, Joel's at half HP, but he does have Maldamba, a bit of an interesting newer pickup. Obviously, just added to the game this week, playing nice and safe for the heals. That'll be them flying out onto Joel's, but with 1 minute 23 left, the payload has finally been stalled. We do see a little bit of a lockout coming through as Tension finally establish a firm foothold. There's the Bomb King damage raining out. Josh Kent will be the foremost prong of this spear, and he's got the accursed arm ready should he need it.
So we're seeing Josh here pushing to Xenox, and Josh going to pick up Xenox coming into this second team fight for this payload push. They're going to have to deal with Tadashi on the back platforms on that Bomb King. They're also going to have to deal with Drogo. So much reset onto the payload. We're going to see the Drogo onto the payload, but this is going to be an ultimate from Nightfall going after Josh Kent. Is going to be able to shut down that accursed arm ultimate. And now that should be able to make things a little easier. Chronix is going to fall to Xenox, and Tension might actually be able to save another defense here.
Yeah, Tension driving Hades back, and that's it. That's them with a full lockdown currently. Nobody's going to be able to get on in. And with 31 seconds left, there's only 3 players that are even remotely relevant to this push. Make that 2 as Aliston does fall to Nightfall's Rockets. And it does look like we're looking at a likely tied scoreline here.
Josh Kent going to be pulled in by Sir Darkwolf there. He's going to be at half HP, but can he fall? And Xenox is going to be able to pick him off. Xenox is low himself. They're going to need to get onto Joel's and Chronix here, and that great Expector is going to knock them all away from the point. With just 8 seconds left of that.
He needs to dive. The payload's right around the corner. He can absolutely make it in time, but he won't survive for long. Here he is stunned out, damage, flying in half HP. Playing back and forth, and look at that. The shield instantly crumbles. There's the Barrack ultimate out of Joel's. That allows them to grab the healer Taddy, followed by the Maldamba ult to drive everybody back. Fear and crumbling. Xenix does grab Chronix in return. Xenix grabs Aliston too, but he's been shut down by Joel's. There's Nightfall trying to get anything, but Josh Kent will grab the kill onto him. Hades Chain did almost very low on HP, but Joel's will grab Tadashi. And this should be a conversion. It's all down to the Wolf. Sir Darkwolf with a nice hook might be able to buy the time actually as Taddy is able to get the kill off the back of that hook, and it will be the barrage flying on in at very close range. Xenix will claim a successful defense. That looked very close.
That was extremely close, and I don't think it helps that Nightfall missed a point-blank Drogo's ultimate. really a huge pick ultimate like that used and wasted. He was low health too, so I do give him credit for that. But it was extremely close. But now we're tied, and we're gonna see how, coming off of that defense, how Tension can respond to the way the Aftermind is playing.
Well, 1-1 being our current scoreline. So far, a very, very close match indeed. If we go ahead and we look at the scoreboard, of course, we cannot see the score over on this top left-hand player, but everything else is up here. What do you think of the burn cards so far?
Burn guard's looking pretty standard across the board. Drogos, I mean, everything's pretty standard that you see in every other region. The aggression pick, though, on Joel's, that's a new one. I'm interested to see how that plays out on Barrack. And that's really the only interesting pick I can see for burn cards. But we're seeing a push here into the first team fight. Hades getting really up close and personal with the entire team. Might even get picked off, but tension is super low. Chronic's going to be able to get the first pick onto Nightfall and open things up for Aftermind.
Chronic's rolling out, doing a bit of damage, but he's going to be nailed down, however. An instant return by Xenix. Josh Kent did grab Dark Wolf, and Taddy fell to Aliston, though. So the point is still in control of Aftermind, 47-50%. So Xenix will be doing a bit of range damage, but it's just not enough.
No, it is not, and this is going to force Tension to regroup. Here comes two of their players that just fell. They need to get onto this point now. It's already at 81%. Xenix going to be able to get that first pick onto Josh Kent, but Alston traded back onto Dashi. Here comes the fight on the point. That's an ancient rage. Xenix going to be able to take down Aliston, and now Joel's having to retreat from the point super low. Xenix trying to chase him down, is going to be able to get the kills. Xenix with a delayed triple here, and Hades is going to be the only one left on point with Chronix to back him up at 93. Hades diving a little too deep here, is going to be able to pop the Immortal to save himself as his teammates start to push in.
Yeah, there's the grenades falling out. Xenix at very long range, still doing the damage, and I'm loving his use of the grenades so far. It's been spectacular, and it pretty much single-handedly recaptured the point for his team. Now, of course, his team is at 50-90%, of course, in return from Aftermind. There's Josh Kent with the accursed arm flying out, not going to get any kills. Sir Darkwolf on the point there. Is the overtime ticking down? They need to lock this down. Of course, the more times they step on the point, the worse it is for them. There's the barrage going in from Xenix. There's the Bomb King ultimate flying out. No kills will go either way, and Hades grabs 2 quick kills onto Xenix and Sir Darkwolf. Chronic grabs Nightfall, and that will be the point as Tadashi falls to Josh Kent. 2-1 in the lead for Aftermind.
I really feel like that Bomb King ultimate could have been used just a little better than to try and chase down the really low cast. He probably should have used it on the point, or maybe to get 2 of the guys that were grouped up, but he didn't do it, and I think that really could have helped Tension get the point back. We're going to have to see the defense. Josh Kent trying to push up Heaven here. He might be able to pick off Nightfall. He is really low on HP, but Nightfall, so is he. And Tension extremely grouped up in this first choke point, while Josh Kent playing the standard position up top. Nightfall, again, super low. It looks like they're trying to get a pick. 3 players from Aftermind trying to take the top of this choke point.
Xenix very, very low on HP. Needs to figure out a way to fall back. But look at that frontline damage coming in from Chronix up top. Josh Kent, of course, diving backline. That's a little bit curious. Aliston will be providing the heals, but the hook all the way through means he has to get out of there very quickly. It'll be Joel setting up for a little bit of damage. Sir Darkwolf, of course, on the other side as Magoa trying to find a counter. There is Nightfall flying in, and a nice hook Dragon Punch combo to make sure there's no shenanigans happening on part of Hades. That will be the kill onto the opposing tank, and 2-1 is still the scoreline, but it looks like yet again the defense is holding strong.
They are holding strong. They brought them a little close to the base, so it is going to be a bit of a struggle. But Josh Kent going to pick off one of the key players there on... Oh, he's actually going to get 2. He took down 2 main carries, Xenix and Nightfall, and gets Tadashi a triple kill to Josh Kent's name. Can he get the quad? He's actually looking for Taddy on the quad. Might not be able to get it. He is going to be able to get it. Can he get a penta? Potentially a delayed penta. And he does get a delayed penta onto Josh Kent. He picks onto Xenix, not himself.
And there's the payload all the way through off the back of that grumpy bomb. They're all frozen, they're all stunned, but it doesn't matter. There's a 3-1 scoreline. Josh Kent carrying his team through with a delayed pentakill.
That was beautifully played by Aftermind, and namely by Josh Kent. Probably one of the biggest carries, I think, on Aftermind.
And it's a shame.
I don't think there's much more to be said about that.
It's a shame he's the glitched player, because I'd love to see his scoreline right now.
Yeah.
But he is, of course, the player that is not showing up on our scoreboard. A bit of a spectator glitch as of the last patch. And we do even appear to have a pause now. So, let's say... Oh, I can't leave spawn now, thanks to the update. I can't do our panorama flying thing. That makes
Yeah,
me sad.
I've been out of the map and stayed out of the map because
You're
I
a
hate
smart
getting locked
man.
in that spawn room.
Don't let the government steal your freedom. If we do have this opportunity, we are currently looking, of course, at match point for Aftermind, or map point. How do you turn that around? If you're on tension, what do you change?
Honestly, Tension, they lost that last point due to a couple of wasted ultimates. Like the Victor ultimate didn't kill anybody. Bomb King ultimate went after a Cassie that was already half HP and wasn't even really a threat on that point fight. Um, and so really, they just need to group together, get out the key targets, and they need to start focusing just a little bit more. We saw an excellent retake from them, but we need to see a little more aggression at trying to get to those backline characters of Aftermind. And I feel like if they can do that and they can coordinate their ults, like they did with the Makoa hook and Dragon Punch that they just did a second ago, things like that, then I think they'll be in pretty good shape and they can potentially turn this around. But they need to get their grouping together.
Of course, there were a lot of used ultimates on the last-ditch defense there, so highest is 60% currently over on tension. That's not looking good going into this fight. You do want to have your ultimates up for the point fight, ideally. Here we go, Joel's leading the way, and Chronic's not far behind. Hades on the point as the Nando, and here's Aliston playing that healer in the back line. Sir Darkwolf will be dealing some swift damage. Nightfall, of course, a key player with his AoE potential, but Josh is going insane! A double kill to his name and a triple kill! Absolutely tearing things up. Chronic's grabs Sir Darkwolf, and that's just complete obliteration. What can you do when Josh Kent is busy just demolishing your team single-handedly?
The way that happened, just Josh being able to get all the way into the back line like he did on a huge flank and a Cursed Arm 3 players, that was just absolutely unacceptable. And that gave the game to Aftermind. They weren't covering their flank, and as a result, they lost the final point.
That was kind of heartbreaking. Because one of the stories has absolutely been how powerful Aftermind have been, and you look at Tension and you say they're such a good team, they have so much potential within the scene, but they cannot put it together to beat Aftermind. Aftermind have not dropped a league or tournament map yet. They are absolutely untouchable, and that right there is a preview as to why.
Yeah, they really do have, I'd say, just superior game sense in a way that they know how to flank, they know how to get picks, and they understand how to focus fire and group. And as we said, them being in top Overwatch team coming into this game, they kind of had a little bit of a boost getting to that point. And
Yeah,
I think it just showed in that game.
Let's talk briefly about Josh Kent and Joel's, both at 23 eliminations. Of course, the difference is solo kills. Josh Kent responsible for 6 solo kills, and I like to think quite a bit more individual damage onto each individual kill of those 23. Insane scoreline there, and also worth talking about his 12 streak. You don't normally talk about streaks in the endgame scoreboard, but in this case it's important. He's playing a frontline, very aggressive champion. The fact that he's not dying, he's just carrying through, getting kill after kill after kill, allows him to really demolish that front line and allow the payload to continue all the way forward. It's ideal.
Yeah, and I really do feel that either something's got to change in drafting. Potentially, they need to either get Josh Kent off of a character that he can play well, or they just need to focus fire him just a little bit more than they did this game. And even then, not just Josh is the problem, but he is a key contribution to his team.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to go over and fade to our wonderful map pick screen. Of course, up next we will have what I like to call Igloo. I don't know if that's the technical name anymore, but it's still Igloo to my heart. Do you see anything being different based on the map pick? This is Tension's map.
I do know that Tension eSports should be really good on this map. I was actually with them when they were developing callouts for this map, so I do know that they're a little more coordinated here than they are on any map. This should be a huge change, and with them taking 1 point off of Aftermind on Ice Mines, I think that they could potentially beat Aftermind on Frozen Guard, and we might see a Game 3 going into Frog Isle.
Well, we will be hopefully back with that next game in just a few moments as we do wait for the players to get ready and get into game. This is, of course, only game 1 of a best-of-3 series. We will return momentarily.